Comedian Jeff Ross is known as the Roast Master General, but he says his first experience roasting a legend didn't go exactly as planned. In a new interview, Ross shared a wild behind-the-scenes story from the Friars Club roast of legendary comic Milton Berle, revealing that Berle wasn't too happy when Ross started getting big laughs during his set. According to Ross, it was his very first roast at the Friars Club, a famed comedy institution in New York City. Ross was a young comic at the time, nervous but excited to roast a legend like Berle. "I go up there, and it's my first roast ever," he explained. "And I'm getting laughs. Milton Berle's right next to me, and he's interrupting me." Ross says at first he didn't understand what was happening. "I was like, why is Milton Berle interrupting me?" he recalled. "I'm doing well, and he's just interrupting me." It turns out Berle wasn't impressed that a young comic was stealing attention. "I realized later Milton was trying to trip me out because I was getting laughs," Ross said. "That was his roast, and I'm up there killing it, and he's going, 'Get off. Get off.'" Berle, who was famously known for his huge ego and status as Mr. Television, wasn't shy about asserting dominance over other comics, even at his own roast. Ross says it taught him an important lesson about comedic hierarchy and respect. He was like the king of comedy in those days. It was like a rite of passage to get roasted by him, or to roast him, Ross explained. But he didn't like it when anyone else was getting the big laughs. Despite the interruption, Ross continued his set, finishing his jokes while Berle heckled him. "I just powered through it," Ross said. "It actually made me stronger as a comic because I realized you have to keep going, no matter what's happening around you." After the roast, Ross said he approached Berle to thank him, and the older comic gave him a nod of approval. He goes, "You're good, kid." That was it. Just "you're good, kid." That meant everything to me at the time. Ross went on to become a regular roaster for Comedy Central and the Friars Club, developing a reputation for his savage burns and quick wit. But he says he never forgot that first roast and how Berle's attempted sabotage taught him resilience. "I learned that day that comedy is tough. Even the legends will try to test you," Ross said. "If you can survive Milton Berle trying to trip you up, you can survive anything." Milton Berle was known for his brash comedic style, massive success during the early days of television, and equally massive reputation for undermining younger comics. Many comedians over the years have shared stories of Berle's jealousy or intimidation tactics, but most also credit him for paving the way for stand-up on television and in mainstream culture. Ross said that in retrospect, he understands Berle's perspective. He came from a different time, when it was cutthroat. Ross said, "You had to fight for stage time. You had to fight for laughs. So him trying to trip me up wasn't personal, it was just the way it was back then." The Friars Club roasts became a major career catalyst for Ross, earning him the nickname Roast Master General, and leading to decades of high-profile roasts on Comedy Central, including targets like Donald Trump, Justin Bieber, and Alec Baldwin. But to this day, he says no roast was more intimidating than that first one with Milton Berle. "He was a legend. He was scary. He could destroy you with just a look," Ross said, laughing. "But it made me who I am today." Fans of Ross know he often references Berle in his stand-up and roast routines, sometimes joking about the encounter. But behind the jokes is a genuine respect for a comedy pioneer who, despite his harsh tactics, helped shape Ross's confidence on stage. As Ross put it, "If Uncle Milty says you're good, you're good."